After I got fired from the advertising agency I'd been working at, I packed up all my stuff in the rented house I was living in, packed up my car, filled it with gas, and went on a road trip with my best friend Tati. It was the beginning of one of the scariest and most humbling periods of my life when I felt like my identity as a creative person had been stolen away from me. One day when we were in the desert, I came to a realization I'd been dreading. A voice deep inside of me told me it was time to stop compromising and to stop avoiding it, but to give music, something that had been there for me my entire life, a real shot. I asked myself if I was going to work that hard, like I was doing at the advertising agency, and still not succeed, what would I do? And the answer was music. I moved into a walk-in closet in the Mission District that was just big enough for my guitar and a twin bed, and I went back to waiting tables so that I could have my evenings and weekends free to perform. Recently, I was looking through the comments on my channel and noticed that there was a student that said they were very close to giving up singing completely. So I'm recording this video for them and for you if you're going through a hard time struggling. There is zero hype or inspirational quotes. It's just a reminder of your worth as a singer and that we actually do have the ability to make things better. Hopefully we can put some context around why you're feeling stuck right now. Along the way, I'll tell you 3 things that I do whenever I feel stuck. That way you can use them to overcome this. Every time I go to sing in front of people, I feel deep, soul-crushing self-doubt. I feel like an imposter, like someone that says that he's a vocal coach, but is just waiting to be found out. The voice in my head says you're a fake, or you can't sing, or it's only a matter of time before they find you out. When we have these thoughts, we're really just listening to that inner critic that probably got started in us when we were really young. Maybe it was your mom who made a remark about your singing, or maybe it was a friend or someone at school. But the reality is that singing is hard no matter who you are or what level you're at. But if you're an artistic person, odds are you feel things more deeply than most people anyway. There's a reason you're creative. It's not a bad thing. That same part of you that feels doubt so deeply is the same reason that you can write a song that just rips people's hearts out, or have a vocal present that just lights up an entire room. But when you wake up the next morning and you still have that break in your voice, or you're still singing a little off pitch, it's very difficult to find the clarity and the encouragement that you were feeling before. But all the YouTube videos with the singing transformations don't help. Yeah, they make you feel better for a moment, but they're basically empty calories. Because singing takes place in the real world with you, not robots. And sometimes you feel like you'll never be a great singer. But then there are days when you wake up and you feel like you are a rock god. Maybe you performed in front of some people and got a nice compliment on your voice. Or maybe you even had a breakthrough in a voice lesson. And you think to yourself, I am a rock star. Think back to the last time that you felt that. Can you feel it? Can you picture it? But the truth is, in this moment, you feel totally worthless. Maybe your voice keeps breaking, or you hate the sound of your voice. That's not unique. Life as a singer can be hard, and the challenges don't get any easier. Because the longer that you work at something, the more that you have this expectation that you should be better by now, or that you should be famous. Like there's like a clock ticking down and you're always running late. Everyone that you see on The Voice or American Idol makes it seem like it's so easy. Sure, they go through their struggles, but as long as they keep persisting, as long as they keep working, they get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? But real life doesn't work that way. You don't just magically show up at the end and have fame and fortune. Singing is a process of always improving. And that doesn't change the fact that 4 days out of 5, it's really tough. But let me ask you this. Would singing really be more fun if it was easy? If you could just imagine a perfect vocal line and it would just magically pop out? Before you answer, consider this. If singing were easy, everyone would do it, and you would lose one of those things that makes you a little bit special. The truth is, these challenges are what give our lives some hot sauce to taste. These challenges give you something to work on. But if you're a singer, here's the secret. You have to learn to love this part, even though it can feel awful. Those sucky times are the things that right now are making you stronger as a singer, even though it doesn't feel that way right now. And it's kind of a part of the human condition that we forget a lot about the pain and the suffering that we went through when we were just starting to learn something new. Kind of like every time we level up at something, we have amnesia about what it was like to go through it the first time. So here are 3 things that I want you to do right now to help you get unstuck. Number 1, baby steps. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, right? So what are some very small things that you have total control over that you can start doing to build your own confidence back up? Maybe it's practicing each day, or going to the gym, or calling your mom. Make sure that it's something small that you can do every day and build a habit out of without a whole lot of effort. Use this to build your self-confidence back up. Number 2, get accountability. You are not alone. This is something that we all struggle with, and I know it feels like we have to do it completely on our own, but it's just not true. There are tons of people out there who care about you and want to help you. Let's do an experiment together. Leave a comment below with something that you're working on or struggling with, and see if someone replies to help you. And if you're not sure what to write, don't worry. Just maybe look through the comments, and if you see somebody that's struggling with something that you can help with, help them out. We're all in this together. We'll hold you accountable and keep you moving in the right direction. Step number 3, rest. Sometimes when you really feel like quitting, the best thing that you can do for yourself is not to keep working at it, but to just take a break. Figure out what you need to do in order to reset, then go do it. We all have vocal issues and insecurities, and they never go away. But now is your chance to show yourself how awesome you really are. At the end of the day, you know you're awesome. You just have to remind yourself. Now I want to hear from you. What's getting you stuck right now, and what are you going to do to get yourself unstuck?